Okay, if this video found you, I need you to actually sit with that for a second. Because sometimes the things we scroll past aren't random. August might really be for you. And today we're talking about something a lot deeper than just liking someone or enjoying a season with them. We're talking about forever. Real, built to last, not going anywhere forever. The kind of forever that doesn't need a promise ring or a big speech to prove itself, because it shows up in the quiet, ordinary moments instead. So today I'm breaking down 4 signs he is yours forever, plus one bonus sign at the end that a lot of women completely overlook because it doesn't look romantic at all. Stick around for that one especially. Let's get into it. 1. He stays through your worst seasons. Let's start here, because this is the real test, not the fun one. Anybody can show up when you're glowing, when life is good, when you're the version of yourself that's easy to love, easy to be around, easy to enjoy. The real question is, who's still there when you're not that version? When you're stressed, snappy, exhausted, going through something that has nothing to do with him and everything to do with life, just being life sometimes. A man who is yours forever doesn't disappear when things get heavy. He doesn't get quiet, distant, or suddenly busy the moment you need him to actually show up and be present. He doesn't treat your hard season like an inconvenience to wait out until you're back to being fun again. He stays. Not because it's easy, but because he already decided a long time ago that leaving isn't an option just because a season got hard. If you've been through a genuinely rough patch, a loss, a hard year, a version of yourself you weren't proud of, and he was still right there beside you at the end of it, still choosing you the same way he did before it started, that's not luck. That's forever behavior. Write that down. 2. He makes room for you in his real life. This one is so important and honestly so easy to miss because it doesn't look dramatic at all. A man who's yours forever doesn't keep you in a separate little box labeled dating, off to the side of his actual life, only brought out for date nights and put away again afterward. He makes room for you in the real stuff. His family knows you exist and knows you matter, not as a passing mention, but as someone who's actually part of the picture now. His friends have met you, more than once, more than just in passing at some random event. His future plans, his goals, his day-to-day life. You're actually woven into it, not just visiting it occasionally like a guest who has to be shown where the bathroom is every time. There's a massive difference between a man who fits you into his schedule when it's convenient and a man who's rebuilt his life around the fact that you're in it now, permanently, without question. If you're not a guest star in his story anymore, if you're actually a main character in the day-to-day of his life, the boring parts included, that's not something people do for someone they see as temporary. Nobody restructures their real life, their routines, their inner circle around someone they're planning to let go of eventually. 3. He chooses you, even when it's not convenient. Okay, this one separates the men who are here for now from the men who are here for good. It's easy to choose someone when choosing them is fun, exciting, low effort, when it costs nothing and feels good in return. The real proof shows up when choosing you costs him something. Time he could have spent differently. Comfort he has to give up. A version of easier that he walks past because you matter more than easy ever will. Does he show up tired anyway? After a long day when every part of him wants to just collapse? Does he adjust his plans without turning it into a whole production about how much he's sacrificing, without making you feel guilty for needing him? Does he keep choosing you on the boring days, the inconvenient days, the days where nobody's watching and there's no reward for doing the right thing, except that it's simply the right thing to do? A man who is yours forever isn't performing loyalty for an audience, isn't choosing you loudly just so it gets noticed. He's just quietly, consistently choosing you, especially when it would be so much easier not to. Especially when there's no applause waiting for him on the other side of that choice. 4. He talks about forever like it's already decided. And here's the one that says everything without him even meaning to say it. Listen to how he talks, not just what he says outright, but the small, almost accidental way forever slips into his everyday language when he's not thinking about it too hard. He's not asking if you'll be around in 5 years. He's talking about 5 years like you're obviously in it, like there was never a question to begin with. He's not wondering out loud whether this will last. He's already speaking about the future in a tone that assumes you're part of it, the way you'd talk about something you're not questioning anymore, something as settled as where he grew up or what his job is. A man who sees an end date doesn't casually mention things down the road with you already standing in that picture, fully formed, without hesitation. But a man who's yours forever does this constantly, without even realizing he's doing it, because in his mind, the decision was made a while ago, quietly, without a formal announcement. He's not hoping this lasts. He's already living like it will, planning like it will, speaking like it will. Bonus sign. He softens around you. Here's the one most women overlook completely, because it doesn't come wrapped in romance or grand gestures at all. Pay attention to how he is with you compared to how the world generally experiences him. A lot of men build walls, guardedness, a certain toughness, because life has taught them to. But a man who is yours forever lets that guard down specifically around you, even if he keeps it up everywhere else. He gets a little softer in your presence, more willing to admit when he's wrong, more willing to say I don't know, or I'm scared, or I need you right now, words that don't come easily to a lot of men in general. If the people who've known him for years say things like, I've never seen him like this before, or he's different with you, that's not a small compliment. That's you witnessing a version of him that he doesn't hand out freely, a version he's decided is safe to show only to the person he doesn't plan on losing. Closing. So let's recap. He stays through your worst seasons, not just your best ones. He makes room for you in his real life, not a separate side version of it. He chooses you even when it costs him something and nobody's watching. He talks about forever like it's already settled, without even meaning to. And he softens around you in a way he simply doesn't with everyone else. None of this needs a grand declaration or a big dramatic speech. Forever usually doesn't announce itself. It just quietly shows up, over and over, in the small, consistent choices he keeps making. The version of himself he keeps choosing to show you. If you're recognizing these in your relationship, take that as your sign, because you might already be exactly where you're meant to be. If this helped you, drop a like, subscribe for more relationship content every week, and let me know in the comments. Which one of these hit different for you? See you in the next video.